Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back again with Eldrazi Ramp on the draw for game one. As you might notice, we are playing Teamer Eldrazi Ramp. Had a few people asking about this version specifically. Decided we would try it out. And here we are. Bit of a slower hand. Was hoping for a green source off the top. Either that or a 7-mana value spell would have also been good. Because then we would have been able to play that Talisman Rumble. But c'est la vie. Play the Sanctum. So this is Oculus, just without any black. That will resolve and we'll pass. So next turn I can swing Myco Spawn. I'm playing against a lot of Oculus recently. Anyone know why that is? Bowmaster? Free the Fae. Interesting. Probably grabs a counterspell. Yeah, definitely new take on Oculus with Free the Fae. And passes, no lands, rough. Command. Well, I think I will play lab. No imprint. We are going to cast a Myco Spawn. I think Bajuka Bogging here is correct. Unless you have a consign. You picked up the counter spell, so you could counter the body at least, but we'll Bajuka Bog you. And then pass. I was about to say, you don't let the body resolve. I'd be doubtful of that. And pass. This way, even if you draw into a land, we'll be able to ensure that you don't play Oculus, Unearth, etc. Opponent, once again, missing land drops. That is great to see for me. Play the Ghost Quarter. Gonna play a Talisman. And this would still allow me an x equals 1, 2, 2. Yeah, so that way we can play into a frog. Rumble. I imagine this eats a counterspell. I'd be shocked if it didn't. Yep. Alright, x equals 2 still available here. Let's see the frog. Unearth cycle. Does make me concerned for a force now. No, I don't think I need to care. Because this should be enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold up a green source just in case it's relevant. Tis a Null Drifter. I will draw 2, then Sanctum. And opponent's going to scoop it up. Yeah, opponent just kept a rough hand, it seems. He took something rather slow, and I mean, we still played through counterspells, but opponent just having a rough time. On the draw, well, I mean, I think KGC still drops. We bring in Dismembers. And I think that's it. We normally bring in Writhing Chrysalis, but we don't have one to cut. We don't have one to bring in, rather. Yeah, I think just 2 Dismembers is good here. Alright. Malevolent Rumble. Yeah, I mean, this looks good. I will keep. What is my turtle attempting to do? Apparently, as soon as I recognized they were doing something, they stopped. Go figure. Draw. Talisman, so in that case, lab. Imprint the Emrakul. Talisman, does Talisman resolve? I'm doubtful of Talisman resolving, but we'll see. It does. Shocking. I'll take it though. Opponent's gonna fetch. Sewers. Won't pass in full. Ketramos. Okay, that explains the white splash. Got a Shrine, shock, and pass, draw. Dismember's good. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I'll go... Let's go Forest. And then attempt to Rumble. I imagine this gets hit by something. I'd be surprised if it didn't. Call me surprised. I'll grab a Devourer. And then hold up some mana to pass. So now if they play a Ketra, we can get rid of it with Devourer or Dismember. We have multiple options. Null Drifter to draw us into more action. Free to Fey is fine. Yep. Grabs Consign, I imagine. That'd be my guess. There's the Consign. We can kind of bait that out of the Karn, I think. And then passing. No, Efroge. Yeah, Froge resolves. We're gonna go to end step. I'm gonna tap. And do you want to pitch your hand, opponent? Shame. Another Ugin Lab. I mean, we at the very least want to play a land in order to ensure that we can pay for Spell Pierce. But I guess right now they can only either 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna play Temple. Do I play Karn or Null Drifter? I think I play Null Drifter here. So we're gonna cast 4, 5, 6, 7. You can either counter the trigger or the body. What we thinking, opponent? Gonna give me 2 cards or going to do that? Consign. Okay, that is fine by me. I'll pass and pass. I swear my turtle's trying to escape their above tank basking platform. Seems like... Are you gonna flip yourself, sir? Yeah, it's like scrabbling into the corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna play the Devourer to get rid of Oculus. Goodbye, Oculus. And pass. And pass. There's Ketra. Ketra is a problem. Wooded Foothills. Huh. What do we have on our sideboard? We have Not much to deal with Ketra, unfortunately. You know, we have 7 cards exiled in their yard alone. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll have to draw into... Let's get rid of double blue. Draw into an out here. Ketra is a genuine problem for this deck. The indestructible is just pretty difficult to deal with. Relic of Progen. And I guess you could just crack it. Let's see. We have 2 drifters. I'll exile drifter. And probably should have waited for that. Guys, I'm gonna crack this Wooded Foothill clearly. I also feel like Ketra's a little bit of a non-bow, because now they also can't play Oculus. I will fetch. We have blue, we don't have red. The return's kind of meh here. Draw. Bajuka Bog. Well, I will play Talisman. I will play Karn the Great Creator. Minus KGC. Yes, for a Liquid Metal Coating. Play Liquid Metal Coating. Play Lab. No imprint. And go to Upkeep. I'm going to get rid of your black blue source and pass. Maybe your white source would have been better in case you have Prismatic Ending in retrospect. Yeah, that probably would have been better. But I guess now you can't play Harbinger, which is what I was kind of worried about. So, give and take. Exercise. Yeah, okay. I should have gotten rid of the white source, though it didn't matter, you have the Marsh Flats. Though you may have drawn that, so... And attacking Karn, I can't block. Karn down. Means we can attack for what it's worth. Fetched Marsh Flats. Watery Grave, shock for Froge. Break dice. Well, that's just rude. Interesting. Yeah, I'm a bit confused by this deck's deck construction, to be completely honest. Bajuka Bog, question mark? Yeah, we'll just Bajuka Bog you. No, I think we just have to pass. Otherwise we take 6 down to 9. Another exercise, yeah. Exercise is decent here. So we got on to 9 regardless. They might just win this one. Command. Huh. Do we think they have a counterspell? The answer is likely. I'll play the lab. No imprint. And pass. See if they overextend. Attack for 6. Down to 3. I mean, if they just pass, they win. Froge. End step. Well, we have to go for it. Do I even want to exile the Ketra? 6. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's getting countered. Yeah, doesn't really matter in the end. K return doesn't clearly deal with it all, so no. Alright. You know, it's been thrown around a few times that maybe a... whatchamacallit, a Shadow Spear could be worth it in the sideboard. And like right now I have a Haywire Mite here hanging out in the 15th card slot. Maybe Shadow Spear wouldn't be a bad idea. Something to consider, something to think about. Also return kind of is a bit meh, but it's better in this matchup than like straight Murktide. Bit slow. A bit slow. Mulligan. Keep. Drop, return, done. Reveal, reveal. Trigger 1, trigger 2. Trigger 1. Cavern of Souls. Trigger 2. Still Cavern of Souls. Play Eldrazi Temple. The problem is we now need to hope that we draw into another land if this talisman doesn't resolve. So a little bit of a catch-22. Marsh Flats. And pass. Draw. Cavern of Souls. Naming Eldrazi. And pass. Do you have a Spell Snare? Force. That is a snap force if I've ever seen one, Jesus. I mean, I think it's correct, so... An Oculus in yard, so if you do have Unearth, that would be quite problematic. Fetch Farfroge. If you break dice me, that would also be a really unfortunate thing. Yeah, I don't know why, I just had a feeling. I had a feeling. Pass. Hold up the ability to respond. A force into a break dice. Jesus. I'm surprised they didn't go after the cavern. Seriously? What the hell? Yeah, I guess. Is that what Oculus is doing now? Packing Break the Ice and Consign? And that feels like there's too much, right? I'm not crazy for thinking that. Oculus, or not Oculus, Break the Ice, Consign, and Harbinger. Feels a bit heavy-handed, doesn't it, opponent? I mean, I think they just get it here. The hand wasn't, like, the hand was okay. It relied on a few things. We got there, but it didn't matter. I think we are dead. So we're going to take 7, down to 13. Next we're going to take 9. I mean, I just don't foresee this going well. Even if we drew into a lad that attempts to resolve Karn, yeah, no, that's the game, folks. The fresh hell was that. Freaking Force Talisman double break the ice. What am I going to do about that? Alright, well, we'll be back for match 2. Alright, and we're back for match 2 on the draw for game 1. We can keep this. Keep. Reveal and pass. Trigger. Sowing Mica Spawn would be good. We'll take the Sowing Mica Spawn. Temple, pass. I would ideally like a Kozilek's Command or a Malevolent Rumble off the top. That would be ideal. Just in case this talisman doesn't resolve. What are you playing against? Could be... Ant. What the... No! No! Okay, opponent. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Freaking Grizzlebrand Neobrand me? I don't know what to say to that. Do we just die? I'm pretty sure if it's the version I'm remembering, we just die. Wild. Okay. I need a soul land off the top. Unless they have something. Like, I'd imagine that they play Shoal and a Thassa? No, they can't play Thassa. Birthing Writ? What in the world? Sacrifice Rider. What? Hold up. Hold up. What? No. Okay. That's pretty freaking awesome. I hate it with every fiber of my being. Well, that's pretty awesome. What in the hell? I'm just gonna concede. There ain't nothing I can do about that. Anyone who says otherwise is joking themselves. Yeah, that's wild. That is some wild stuff. What do I even do about that? I genuinely, I mean, I'm trying to think. One of the few moments where I'd rather Stonebrain over frickin' Jailer. Consigned to memory? No. Triggered or colorless spell? No, that won't work. Dismember? Dismember. For a rider? How big is Allosaurus Rider? Hold on. I was too distracted to really notice. Scryfall. Allosaurus? That's not how you spell that. Rider. Rider? Friggin' wild. Allosaurus Rider. It's equal to 1 plus number of land, so 2. So Dismember should be fine. And I guess bring in the brain. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. That was, well, that was unexpected. Not much else to say about that. On the play for game 2. I don't think this is good enough. Right? It plainly isn't. Like, in any other matchup, I would say sure. You know, go Devour, try and find a Rumble. I guess I could try and find a Dismember, question mark. I think we just mulligan it though. Sprawl, Null Drifter on 2, but then what? I'll keep Drop the Cavern. Fine. I mean, they're gonna have to mulligan aggressively. Like, this is not a deck that can just putz around. Catacombs, fetch. Forest. Sprawl for blue. Need to make sure I don't click red by accident. Draw. Temple. Evoke. Null Drifter. Yeesh. Oh, I messed up. If I would have tapped 2 blue, left green, could have sprawled. Okay. That's something to note. I was like, oh, there's no reason why I should hold up mana, but here we are. Ult. You have the Rider, you have the Writ. Devourer. Oh, we could have exiled it if we had played that right. Damn. Alright. Because we would have had 5, 7, exile. Yeah, we would have been good. But now I think we lose because if they... Oh, that's so unfortunate. If they play Allosaurus Rider here, I think they win. I guess it's on end step, so we're not dead. But I think we're pretty dead by that one misplay. Okay, we somehow got there. Shocking. Edge maze. I'll take the Null Drifter on top. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unless he was Seijumi here. Caversols. Name Eldrazi. Devourer, the Birthing Writ. So unless you have a consign, which I didn't think you would. Hollowed Fountain Shock, that's concerning. I'm tempted to just evoke here. Like, yeah, I could not, but like, yeah, I think that was better. Eldrazi Temple. Neoform, we need to get rid of blue. Paying cost for call. They find a creature card, find the rider. If we grab Ghost Quarter, we need to hope that they don't have a basic island. So go to draw. Ghost Quarter, Hollow Fountain, and pray. No basic island, please. Yes! Oh, jeez. Talk about a gamble. Lethal's on board, and we got there. Alright, alright. We might be able to survive this. I don't think there's anything we can really change here. No. Alright, we'll run it back. See if we get a turn 2. I think realistically what I need is a Cavern of Souls, but even then I'm not sure. I'll keep it. Go to 6, go to 5. We need interaction. I need to dismember. Reveal. Pass. Trigger. Command's not enough. KGC is not going to cut it either. I mean, we could go Rumble, but I'm not sure if that's worth it. Maybe we just bin all? Yeah, bin all. Draw. So I Myco Spawn. Well, we'll go Windswept Teeth. Fetch. For green. Sprawl. On blue. And pass, and now we hope. We hope and pray we get a turn 2. Archive. Pass. Rumble. Atraxa. Interesting. Chooses Atraxa. Cavern, you're a bit late, friend. So I can go Temple. Unfortunately, I can either go Null Drifter or I can go Talisman. If I go Talisman, it allows me to kick a Myco Spawn next turn, which is relevant. Okay. And pass. Let's say you, opponent. Turn 3, have a kicked Myco Spawn for what it's worth. We can get rid of the blue source. That might be enough. They have 4 unknowns in hand. Misty. So they can always fetch for another blue source if they pass. Draw. Cavern. Kick a Myco Spawn. I mean, we definitely know they have another forest. So we need to get rid of the archive. We'll go for the Ghost Quarter again. The question is how many basics... Oh, they had the Island Arting Yard. That's perfect. Yeah, I think I need to grab the Ghost Quarter again. The thing is, it's not like they're gonna fetch it in my face. Hallowed Fountain tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, regardless. I'm gonna get rid of your Hallowed Fountain. I guess I could have waited till next draw. Counting basics? Yes. Yes. It's about to ask counting basics you play an opponent. We will play Stomping Ground and Shock. If we can get this Null Drifter out and stick it, we might be able to win off the Annihilator. Draw 2, there's Emrakul. We'll go to combat. And attack. Imagine they fetch here. No. Oh, don't do it. There's the Mandrill. Well, I can... Let's see. Utopia Sprawl here is mana neutral. We have this on blue already. Opponent's tinking. So I guess we can just go extra green. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get rid of the Hooting Mandrill. Play Misty. And then attack. Annihilator trigger. I imagine they sacrifice the spawn. Yep. Down to 9, so that's lethal on board. Did we get there? We got there. Ooh, alright. Well, that sure was a match, one of which I was not expecting to play. That said, we'll be back for match 3. Alright, and we're back for match 3 on the play for game 1. I will keep. Goes the 6. I will reveal trigger. So in Mycospawn, Lab, Imprint, Talisman, pass. Pass. Fetch Arid Mesa. Elegant Parlor. Okay, it's energy. I was thinking for a second that might be Storm, and I got really concerned. 4 blue. Yeah, we'll just sow in Mycospawn. Well. I'm curious. I think we do just sow in Mycospawn here. I thought for a second whether or not it would make sense to go for Karn, but I think we do just go sow in Mycospawn, set up for the Null Drifter, draw 2. Opponent's just gonna scoop. I'll take it. I think people can see it too quickly in my opinion, but that's just me. Dismember, return, in, cut KGC. And run it back. All right. On the draw for game 2. keep. And pass. Marsh Flats fetch for Ragavan. Ragavan, unfortunate. Devourer. I will tuck the Drifter then. That's actually always the plan, but let's see, that's 3. Guess a good question here is whether or not we Windswept Teeth or play the Temple. Devourer would have liked that opponent. Thank you very much. Where? Rude. Cavernous Souls. Yeah, I think we go Windswept Teeth. Fetch. For a Breeding Pool. Shock. Null Drifter. Oh, I guess I could have just Cavernous Souls, couldn't I? Ah, yeah. Forgot about that. Okay, we did find a Kozilek's command. So that will be useful. Yeah, I should have just Kozilek's. I should have just Cavernous Soul. If I lose by 2, then that'll be a punt on my part. Utopia Sprawl. Do it, opponent, play it. Put it in my Breeding Pool. Coward. Flage. And Johnny. Flip a Johnny. Maybe. You know what I like right now? Ooh, well, now I really wish I didn't crack that, because like drawn to a return, I'm screwed. Son of a... I swear to God, it's like I know. As I was like, oh, that's gonna really suck if I draw into a return. Immediately draws into a return, and look at this board state. It would be perfect. Well, we'll play command. I cannot allow that Johnny to stay on board. So I will do this. Yep, that wasn't a misplay on my part. Goodbye, Johnny. And pass. And pass. I will snap block that Ragavan. 2, 4, 5, 6. So we need at least 1. Don't care about anything else, just care about the Ragavan. And 8. Flage. Flage targets. Targets a spawn. Yes. That's still fine. Fetch. Elegant Parlor. So there are 6 cards in Yard. Huh. A Talisman. In that case... Sanctum, Exile, Ragvan. 2, 3, 4, 5. You need another 7-mana value spell. I'm gonna say yes. 5, 10. I will go with another Devourer of Destiny. Yes. Yeah, we would be in a much better position had we played correctly. So we'll go down to 5. And then opponent can attack. Yep. put me down to 2, so that way I'm within lethal damage of Flage. Should be at 4. Command. Yes, command will work. Ugin Lab, Imprint. We can 2, 5, yes. I can also go Talisman. X equals 4, so then we have blockers and pass. Another Flage kills me. Ranger Captain of Eos is fine. If they find a Guide of Souls, it could be a problem. Guide of Souls, plays Guide of Souls. Yes. Another temple. Going to return Null Drifter to hand. Going to cast Null Drifter. Draw 2. And I mean, I think we need to attack at some point. But maybe that point's not now. Another Guide of Souls trigger. I mean, they're able to trigger 2 Guide of Souls, we lose. Ranger Captain. Static Prison. Yes, you win. Concede. Okay, so yeah, we misplayed there. That came down to me kind of forgetting how, not really clunky, but kind of how clunky the mana base can be sometimes. We're like, okay, well, I'm just going to grab a breeding pool because I need the blue. Like, oh, well, I could just play the Cavern of Souls and held up the fetch for red. So I just need to be a bit more mindful. I'll keep this. Because if I had been, we would have been in a much better position. So that was a punt on my part, and probably a good example of how the transition between Gruul and Temur is a little bit clunky at times. Forest. Sprawl. For blue or for red? Always the question. I think it's always more important for red for the return, right? I'm gonna say red here. And pass. Elegant Parlor. Okay, I was right. Emrakul. Only thing that kind of sucks here is that for me to cast this breaker, we're going to need to find a land off top. Take a Foundry, Shock, and a Johnny. Am I worried? More worried about a Johnny? Yes. So we're just going to... Yeah, I always recommend killing a Johnny at sorcery speed because there is that off chance that they can flip it with a discharge. Mesa. Molten Rain is rude. Yes. But then again, I mean, maybe... Interesting. Ugh. Jukabog, target you. Combat. Yeah, on the other hand, World Breaker hitting the land would have delayed a turn. 3 types in yard. Ranger Captain. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A green source would be good. We have what? 8 plus talismans, 12 hits. Not to mention a few others. Null Drifter is good here. Yeah, if we had been in the position where that was a Chrysalis, we would have been a lot worse off by comparison. Draw 2, and then clear. I should have attacked first, mind you. And pass, and pass. Guide of Souls, Ocelot Pride, Guide of Souls trigger, Ocelot Pride, yeesh. Surveil land, yep. Yeah, that'll do it. Another Ugin Lab. Gonna tuck the Breaker. Breaker ain't doing much right now. Exile the Guide of Souls. No flying cats, please. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we just hold back. A soul land does get me to Emrakul. Flage. We'll grow the cats again. Yep. And we'll go to end step. Going to return Emrakul to hand. Would love a green source off the top. We can Bajukabog. No, we already have Bajukabog. Damn. Well, okay. I should have specified more clearly. K command off the top. Null Drifter. Null Drifter on top. And pass. So they can flage. I was about to say, hold those back. Block and block. That's what, 8 damage down to 9? And then return flage. Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Null Drifter down. The problem is, even if I were to cast Emrakul... Okay, so how do I want to proceed here? I think I have to Rumble. First off and foremost. We need to hit a return. That is not that, I'll tell you what. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I can now play the Emrakul. We have 3 blockers for what it's worth. There's Emrakul. Opponent scoops. I'm not sure they should have. Okay, so let's map this out real quick. At the very least, Flage attacks into Emrakul, bolting the Ocelot Pride. Ocelot Pride attacks into the Devourer. At that point, they'll have 8 cats, 12 cats, 14 cats. I can block 3 cats down to 11. I mean, that's lethal damage on board. Am I confused about something? Unless maybe they had a card in hand that they knew I could have used to my advantage. Otherwise, I'm not sure why they would scoop there. But I'll take it. That said, we'll be back for match 4. Alright, we're back for match 4 on the play for game 1. Let's not make the same silly mistakes we did last game, but we will keep this hand. Turn 2 Mycospawn. Would like to find something with the Devourer. There's also a world where we might sandbag the Mycospawn a turn. Nothing really here is of interest. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, I could just pass on all of this, and I think I'd be okay. I'm gonna say no. Lab, Imprint, Talisman. We have the blue source, so if he draws into a Null Drift, we can play that. The Seiju Titan, Bauble. No, looking like Grinding Station now. We'll see what's on top. Another Bauble. And pass. Nope, Bauble me. Gonna draw 2 now. Bauble 1. Bauble 2. Draw. Sanctum. Unfortunate. I mean, let's play the Sanctum. And as silly as it sounds, I think I will Sowing Mycospawn for a Bajukabog here. That way they can't bring it back with Emery. Might be relevant. Alright, and pass. Misty Rain, fetch. Breeding Pool, shock. Grinding Station as predicted. Opal. You don't have Metalcraft, so it's not the turn to win. KGC, return. I'll play Breeding Pool tapped and play Talisman of Curiosity. Go to combat, and now we hope we don't lose. We'll hold up the K return. I'm not sure if it'll be relevant, but we'll see. Mox Amber. So Metalcraft is online now. Do you have the Breach is the question. Malevolent Rumble. They don't find it, but they do find an Emery. Imagine they will choose Emery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. This chooses Emery. They must know that if they play the Emery, that's going to get exiled by Devourer. Red. You got to be joking me. I mean... Actually, there's a world where we don't lose. Yes. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Mox Opal, yes, that escapes. Trigger, I will just let it resolve. Emery resolves, yes. They'll mill 4. Grinding Station will resolve. So they go for Thassa. Then we have the return. I'm trying to remember how much toughness Thassa has, whether it's 3 or 2. So this could be interesting. Rumble. Rumble resolves. What'd they pick up with Rumble? Mox Opal. Okay. Mox Opal again. Yep. Bolt. Still haven't seen their win conditions yet, have we? If they're playing Grape Shot, we're in trouble. Rumble resolves. Chooses Mox Opal. Mox Opal. And green, probably for another Rumble. There's the Thassa. It is a 1-3, so they don't empty Yard. We're in trouble. But they also have to know that there's a possibility that we play Command. Oh, so this gets interesting. Yes, that resolves. I'm doubtful this will work, but I'm certainly going to try it. Let's see if they don't play this correctly. If they try and go X equals 3. Or not X equals 3, but Devotion 3 instead of Devotion 2. There's 7. Another Opal. There's Emery. Okay, so it looks like they'll win then because I physically can't kill Thassa. Opal. Yeah. So no secondary win con. Main. Wild. There's Thassa. And unfortunately it will not matter because they'll have 2 devotion. Oh. One more. Yeah, they'll have 2 devotion. Yep. So Emery dies, Thassa lives, they still win. Did not matter. Okay. So, grinding station, lost for game 1. Let's go to sideboard. I actually have a lot here for this matchup, so return to side. 2 jailer in, 3 consigns. Up to 62. We could bring in we could bring this dismember. Well, at least take out the gemstone to 61. Anything else we want to bring out? Could also drop some 7-mana value spells, but I think we leave it as is. Yeah, this looks good at a glance. On the play for game 2. I will keep Reveal Devourer trigger. Grab the Myco spawn or the Drifter? I'm going to say the Myco. Lab. Imprint the Devourer. Talisman and pass. And pass. Amber. Misty Rain, fetch. For a forest. Sprawl on green. Or rather on blue. I'm going to rumble. I'm gonna grab the Soulish Jailer and play Soulish Jailer and pass. Misty Rain, consign. Steam Vent Shock. And there's consign. Okay. 5 plus 6, 11. So we're 1 off this, or 2 off this Emrakul. There's Rumble. Probably grabs Grinding Station. Choose Tameo. Draw. Breeding Pool, Shock. Kick the Myco spawn. Let's get rid of that red source. And I want to make sure this body resolves 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I think Cavernous Souls is correct. Name Eldrazi. So short of them winning next turn, I think we have this. Scouting Tarn, Tameo, blue, grinding station, and passing. Draw. Command. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Triggers. Attack with Sowing Myco Spawn. Scouting Tarn. 4. Thundering Falls. Yes. So I think this should be a win here. Underworld Breach into Yard. Attack with Myco Spawn. Block. Into the Flood Maw is instant speed. Otawara and shifting. Draw. Opal. Main. The problem is that shifting... Okay, hold the phone. Can I get there? Underworld Breach says at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice Underworld Breach. So I should be able to go play shifting, play Opal, cast. Grinding Station will untap. On the stack, do I want to sacrifice Amber? No, I do not. No. Activate shifting, targeting Underworld Breach. Because then it will sacrifice itself on end step. And then now I can Grinding Station, target self. Yes. And that should be it. Okay. I guess I could have also Grinding Station the Opal and just continued. Maybe that was probably the right play, is just mill them out entirely. I could have just comboed them. Yeah. Never mind. That was dumb. I won, but I could have won better, if that makes sense. I could have made sure that they didn't have a way to win. Yeah. No, that was a mistake on my part. I had the combo. So why not just mill them out entirely, then pass? Yeah, that would have been right. Either ways, we got there. So I'll take it. Move the sideboard. Yeah, it's strange. Like, you recognize how to play their deck, but sometimes like, okay, I'm just trying to mess up their turn as much as possible, not trying to win with their deck. That's a bit silly. I'll bring Gemstone back in. I think I will cut a Null Drifter, question mark? Ghost Quarter is okay. And we'll cut the Ghost Quarter, actually. Yeah, I have to redo my sideboard guide entirely. Let's run it back. I will keep reveal, reveal, and pass. Springs, Bolt, Tameo, Preordain. Okay. It went down to 6. Top, draw, Opal. Pass. Trigger 1, trigger 2. Trigger 1. Jailer. Trigger 2. Rumble's tempting, but Jailer. Play the Windswept Teeth and pass. Stomping Grounds tapped and passing. Go to end step. Fetch for Hedge Maze. Trigger. Lab top. Eldrazi Temple and Jailer. Pass. Consign. Consign. And pass. Shifting Wood. Soul Guide hits Jailer. I think we might need a Null Drifter here next turn. Draw. Rumble. Imprint Devourer. Rumble. Could go Temple. Mega Spawn's also a good option. Let's see. We go Temple, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This will be 1 off. Yes. And pass. I guess they could always empty my yard. Bobble. Do want to get rid of that shifting wood though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. Draw. Consign. So they know about consign then. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we hold the consign in that case. There's drift. So I can counter the replicate, right? If I wanted to. Would that be right to do? I mean, either they counter the body or they counter the draw, and we kind of need the draw. Cast the triggered ability? Does this work the way I think it does? Yeah, so they only get to choose 1 now. I'll draw 2. Another consign. And pass. They draw and pass. No Metalcraft. Tameo and passes. Five, 6, 12, 13, 14. So I can hold up 1 blue for the consign. Emrakul. Misty. Thundering Falls. And Emrakul ETBs. Our turn, comrade. Well, there's Breach. Draw. Swan Song. Enchantment, instant, or sorcery. Can I breach and shifting? I don't think so. But, no. I was trying to think if there's a way. So even playing the Unrolled Breach just makes shifting an option. So we could at least Swan Song, Breach, because it is instant sorcery spell. Okay, go to main. Flooded Strand, is this the fetch? It is a fetch, so we'll play it. I will play Underworld Breach, and then Swan Song it. Then Swan Song, Cast target. What? Seriously? I held priority. And it's not letting me. So dumb. Okay, well, at least I can instant or sorcery. 1, 2. So I can attempt to play Preordain and Swan Song it. Pay blue, exile, bauble, consign, soul guide. Done. Swan Song, target Preordain. Here, have a swan. And then I can empty it. If I wanted to. Attack with Tamiyo. Trigger. And then go to blocks. Block the Tamiyo. Fetch with Flooded Strand. Do you have a Surveil land? You do, so we can set up your next draw at least. Hedge Maze. Do they have double green? They do, for all intent and purpose. So, Hedge Maze. Trigger. Yes. Grinding Station. Yikes. Into grave you go. I wish I had a way to get rid of that. Alright, we have the consign though. Underworld Breach will trigger. Okay, Scouting Tarn, fetch. So they can become the Underworld Breach. Activate ability resolves. What they should do is pass and then consign the Underworld Breach. Consign to memory, cast targeting Grinding Station. They'll be forced to pass, the breach will sacrifice itself. And then they have nothing, so we just go Devourer of Destiny, exile the bird, and then win. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Opponent. Opponent's just a bit salty. Izco, so talented. Thank you. I cast magic cards, just like you. Alright, well we got there, so can't complain with that. With that said, we'll be back for match 5. Alright, and we're back for match 5 on the play for game 1. Take a look at opening hand. It's a little bit awkward. What could we draw to make this better? I mean, Temple for one. Temple would make this better. A green source would be good. I'll keep it. It's not great. Could be much better. Ooh, gemstone. Hold up. Hold up. Wait 1 second. Can I re-mulligan? Because I think this hand just got a whole lot worse. Uh-oh. I think this hand got a whole lot worse. Yep. And we'll pass. We'll see if we need to cycle this command. So it's very much steam vents. Sorry, just doing some mental math here for a second. This is not the mirror. This is through the breach. Okay. Yes. It's probably like Yggdrasil. Rumble. I would like the rumble, but cannot currently. Okay, well that's technically a lie. I could have rumbled, but I'm not going to. Shivan Reef. So yes, this does appear to be through the breach. I'm gonna X1 here, try and find a green source. See if they counter it. Forget if they have counter spells main deck or not. Counter souls top. And draw. Counter souls name Eldrazi. Actually. I'm going to do something that seems counterintuitive, but I think is correct. I need to hold up this Ghost Quarter. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. If they play the lab, then I destroy it. Doesn't matter. Never mind. They still get another land, doesn't play tapped, so what's the point? Alright. Wait, what? Hold up, opponent. What? I am confused. Huh? What? Huh? I'm gonna return Null Drifter to hand. Because I don't know what else to do here. Evoke? You have another Tishanas? Thank God, no. I suppose play Bachuka Bug. Target you and pass? Tishana's Tidebinder. Huh. Draw? Sprawl. We have a ton of green sources in the deck and we're hitting none of them. Absurd. KGC? Force. So maybe the only thing I can think of here is that we're playing against, like, I'm gonna do this. That we're playing against, well, they also have, see, on one hand I want to go score my own land. On the other hand, I'm not sure. Huh. Gonna wait, I guess. Very confused. Another temple. Seriously? I'm just gonna do this. Very janky search. Guess they could Tishana's it though, is the unfortunate thing. Malevolent Rumble? Another force. Imprint Emrakul Pass. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh. Talisman of Curiosity? Sprawl. For red? Rumble? Null Drifter. Seven card types. And I think we just hold them. I'm still trying to piece together what the fresh hell I'm playing against is the thing. Are they gonna K command? No. What am I playing against? Return to hand? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Triggers? I mean, you can counter the trigger, but since it's a spell in the stack, it'll still be a 13/13 trample pro instant. Reading pool tapped. And pass. So confused right now. Eldrazi. Oh, I'm going to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Null Drifter. Draw 2. Go to combat. 13 in the air. Paying cost. Adawara. Hedge Maze. 2 yard. Utopia Sprawl. For blue and pass. Still very confused. Drifter. I guess with Tishana's they can counter the Vogue trigger. Is that the thought process? So kind of like Dress Down-ish? Huh. I'm not entirely certain what to classify this as. Okay. I'm going to classify it as Dress Down because that seems like kind of what they're going for. But I don't know. Counter target triggered ability. So I think we bring in the consign. Anything else? Also, someone told me that I could hide something from the sideboard. I want to kind of test it real quick. And then find it, hide. Supposedly there's a tab somewhere. No, I don't know if that's the case. Supposedly, like, there's supposed to be a tab that we can click, but I have to, like, make the sideboard bigger. It's like a hidden tab. Huh. Nope, that definitely didn't work. Huh. Yep, still don't know how to find it. Alright, I just wanted to test it on a return that I wasn't going to bring back in, so... Glad we did it, and we tested it, and we still can't find where my hidden cards go. On the draw for game 2. Still very confused about my opponent's deck. Also, can't believe I had a Ghost Quarter my own land again. Swear. How many times have I done that now and used Ghost Quarters as a janky fetch? This hand's good. As we'll keep. I would like both commands, but maybe Karn isn't good enough here. Gemstone. Yes, I think we will drop a command. And then hold up our consign. Preordain resolves. And pass. I would like to set up my next draw. At the same time, if we command, we could play Karn, but I think that's pushing it, so I'm going to go Windswept Teeth and pass. So, opponent's deck definitely feels more control-esque. Scouting turn fetch. Thundering Falls. Trigger resolves. Preordain resolves. And put a pause on end step. Fetch with the Windswept Teeth for a Hedge Maze. I'll take a breaker. Eldrazi Temple and pass. We can use command as a permission spell for Karn. Temple. Null Drifter. So, I'm trying to think here. They're going to probably try and consign their Null Drifter Evoke trigger. So it's probably better for me to consign and replicate. So replicate, I'm gonna say copy it that many times. They can just consign the consign trigger, right? So actually, hold on. Yes. I'm gonna cancel, I'm gonna make sure I'm countering the body. Cast of replicate, counter the body, and then replicate 1. Does it matter if I replicate twice? I'll just do it. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's only one trigger then. So I want to counter the Null Drifter. Okay, so this countering that, this countering the Null Drifter. Okay. The way that stack works is confusing to me. Is the opponent going to concede? No. I thought for a second they were. Alright, they'll pass. Another command. I think we still hold. And looks like they will pass. So I'm going to try and cast command and end step rather. See if they have a consign. And done. Do you has a consign? Force. That's fine. So I can play Karn, or we can play Rumble. Rumble's also a good choice. See if you have another Force. A Sprawl or a Devourer. Grab the Sprawl. Choose red, I suppose. Just to get another color. And passive command. Next turn we can World Breaker. A mountain. Draw. Null Drifter. I want to get the Null Drifter out first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See if you have a consign or a Tishana's. Okay, so once again, we'll counter the trigger, but the Annihilator is still going to be in effect. So we'll be able to attack and start forcing the sacrifice. Go to combat. Annihilator trigger. Take 4. I am going to hold the command. I don't know why, I just feel like that might be the smarter play. Stock up? Yep, that's fine. It's definitely seen a lot of play. For good reasons, a good card. Preordain. I mean, they're in pretty bad position right now. Because this Annihilator trigger is going to start forcing them to sacrifice lands. Ugin Lab. Emrakul. Aeon's Torn. Okay. So they might have Portent of Calamity? Is that what I'm kind of getting a sense of? I don't think they can counter me, so I think we just go all out. X equals 6. There's Ghost Quarter. There's our own Emrakul. So let's go bottom, 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 top, and top. And draw. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does opponent concede? Opponent concedes. Alright. Yeah, not entirely certain what that was. I'm confused. It seemed interesting. Given the Emrakul, I'm going to guess it was trying to make use of Portent of Calamity. And then Tishana's with Null Drifters that kind of act like dress downs would be my only thought. Anyone in the comments know what the hell I played against? Let me know. I'm curious. That said, the deck felt good. Consign felt good. If you would have guessed, Consign, good card. Which, mind you, just want to put out there, 20 ticks a card. Insane prices right now on Consign. But it also makes sense because I think someone said, like, there's, like, 3 of Consign and, like, almost 50% of decks. Let me see. I'm kind of curious on this number now. What it is as of this moment in time. As if Goldfish will respond to me. Goldfish. Cards. Popular. For Modern. Yeah, so 3.7 played in over 45% of decks. Kind of nutty. Second one to that's Malevolent Rumble, which is also not a surprise. That is also an amazing card. Top creatures, surprisingly Haywire Might. I guess that's probably Grinding Station, as well as like Tron and Eldrazi Ramp, then Flage, Ragavan. Then you kind of just get into all the top creatures being mainly energy, as well as Grinding Station, so it kind of makes sense. Wild. Wild, wild, wild stuff. But all right, yeah, overall, happy with the first league with Team Eldrazi Ramp. Definitely going to be a little bit of an adjustment period just when it comes down to thinking about what mana I want and when, you know, what to prioritize, whether or not I should be fetching for a Shockland, then Utopia Sprawl. That way I can have 3 types or 3 available to me, right? So some small adjustments here and there, but overall, pretty good stuff. That said, as always, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please do consider hitting that like button. Comment down below if you saw any mistakes that I made, any lines that I missed, or just some general feedback. It is always appreciated. For as much as I hope that you all learn from me in both my successes and my failures, I hope to learn from you all as well. And last but not least, if you have made it to this point in the video and aren't already, please do consider subscribing. We're getting closer and closer to our next goal of 1,000 subscribers. With that being said, folks, I will see you next time. Bye-bye!